Today we are continuing Education Solutions series of webinars called Russian Universities Talking Through Education Solutions, where everyone intending to get world-class quality education can explore exceptional opportunities that the most prestigious universities of Russia can offer to you. I am Sevinch. I am the manager of the Cooperation Development Department of Education Solutions Company, and I'm thrilled to be your host today as we embark on a journey of knowledge and discovery. It gives me a great pleasure to introduce you to our reliable partners, the university that recently has entered the top 5 list of medical universities in Russia, offering high-quality education in the fields of medicine, pharmacy, and biomedical sciences, Bashkir State Medical University. And allow me to introduce our dearest colleagues who represent the university. So the Vice Rector for Academic Affairs, Valishin Damir Akshatovich. We are welcoming you here.
Добрый день, уважаемые абитуриенты. Я очень рад приветствовать вас на таком большом мероприятии. И сейчас я немножко расскажу о нашем университете.
Good day, our dearest students, prospect students. I'm really grateful to see you everyone here. And now I'm going to tell you some more information and details about our university.
Башкирский государственный медицинский университет входит в десятку крупнейших медицинских вузов Российской Федерации. На сегодняшний день у нас обучается более 15 тысяч студентов, ординаторов и более 5 тысяч студентов из 64 стран мира.
Our university is enlisted in top 10 universities in the sphere of medicine throughout the Russian Federation. And nowadays we have in our university 15,000 students that getting their high quality education. And among them, there is 5,000 students who came from more than 64 countries through all over the world.
Традиционно у нас 5 основных факультетов, так ведь это лечебное дело или general medicine, это педиатрия, это стоматология, медико-профилактическое дело и фармация. Но в течение последних 3 лет мы открыли еще 4 специальности. Это клиническая психология, это медицинская биохимия, медицинская биофизика и биоинженерия и биоинформатика. Поэтому мы очень рады, если вы приедете к нам на учебу. Мы ждем вас и постараемся сделать для вас самые комфортные условия для обучения, чтобы вы все стали прекрасными врачами.
Our university specializes mainly in 4 directions that are present to our students. This is the general medicine, the pharmacy, dentistry, and the other spheres related to the medical directions. And nowadays also we have introduced some more specializations for our prospect students. The number of them is more than 15, and the main specializations in which the most students are interested is the medical psychology, the biomedicine, bioengineering, and other specialties connected to the further studies of medicine with some other specialities that are available in our university. And we will be extremely glad if you choose our university and visit our beautiful and astonishing city, and we will be always glad to see you here in Bashkir State Medical University.
В нашем университете практически есть все уровни образования, начиная со среднего профессионального образования, то есть медицинский колледж, как уже было сказано, специалитет. Есть у нас программы бакалавриата, программы магистратуры, ординатуры и аспирантуры. То есть фактически, поступив к нам, вы можете затем обучаться в ординатуре и в аспирантуре.
We have wide range of educational services providing to our students, including the tertiary professional degrees and the specialities, the master's degree and PhD degrees, so that finishing our university, you can become highly qualified specialists.
Уважаемые абитуриенты, добро пожаловать к нам в Башкирский государственный медицинский университет. Благодарю за внимание.
Our dear prospect students, we will be really glad to see you here in our Bashkir State Medical University. I'm really glad that you are here today with us. Thank you a lot, Mr. Damir Valishin. We are extremely happy to have you here today. And also we have Mr. Rasul Farshatov, the head of the Directorate for Work with Foreign Students. Mr. Rasul Farshatov, we are extremely happy to have you here.
Good evening. Thank you, Sevinch. I'm happy to be with you and with our future students, and I hope we will have great meeting, and I will have opportunity to introduce our university for our future students very soon.
Thank you a lot. We are also happy to have you here today. But first, let me tell you some words about Bashkir State Medical University. The university is not just about academics. Located in the vibrant city of Ufa, it offers a unique cultural experience to its students. Ufa is the capital of the Republic of Bashkortostan. It offers a wide range of recreational activities, including parks, theaters, museums, and shopping centers, ensuring that the students have a well-rounded experience during their time here. Ufa is often referred to as a gateway to Eurasia. Its strategic location has made it a crucial transportation hub connecting Europe and Asia. The city is also a melting pot of different cultures and ethnicities. It's home to a diverse population, including Bashkirs, Tatars, Russians, and many other ethnic groups. But no matter how admirably we describe this astonishing city, it's always our own eyes. And for this very reason, here is the introducing video of the city where the university is located, which is to say, the city of Ufa. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to this video. What a wonderful views we have in this astonishing city. No wonder that the city and the Bashkir State Medical University itself attract thousands of visitors and international students every year. And also, after the special words of our the Vice Rector for Academic Affairs, let me also introduce the university itself. As we already know, the university offers a wide range of educational services and opportunities for not only for Russian students, but for international students also. Let's see with our own eyes, how does it look on the real life?
Today we're going to show you Bashkir State Medical University in the city of Ufa.
As you can see, the university is more than comfortable for having some academic affairs in here and performing your best in order to learn the high quality education in the sphere of medicine. And now, as if it's becoming more interesting to know more about the university, the admission terms, and more details about the entrance exams, we have here the we're passing the word to Mr. Rasul Fashatov, the head of Directorate for Work with International Students. Mr. Rasul Fashatov, we are giving the words to you.
Thank you very much, Sevinch, for your amazing presentation, amazing video about our university. And let me begin my presentation. Let me check, is it possible to, oops. So, this is my weirdest photo possible ever. So my position in university is Dean for International Students. I'm also a practicing doctor, and as a Dean, I'm working since 2016. Next slide, please. Dear students, future students, as you already seen in videos and in Sevinch's presentation of our city, Ufa is really unique place. It is a city which located between Asian and European part of Russia, and with amazing cultural diversity, with a lot of religions incorporated in one republic. Our city gives you an opportunity of affordable cost, I mean tuition fees and cost of living, and at the same time the highest possible level of education. A part of this, you will get unique experience with our Republican heritage, historical places, and also probably you will enjoy art and culture in our city of Ufa and places around the city, as well as convenient transportation system and friendly people. Next slide, please. Our university has more than 5,000 international students from 64 countries. We governmental organization recognized by WHO, and last year in 2023 we performed accreditation by WHO run agency. So we extended for 5 years our accreditation by World Health Organization, and we have very wide international cooperation with a variety of universities and organizations all around the globe. Next slide, please. We have bright history from 1932, and our history incorporates a history of Sechenov Medical University. During World War II, Sechenov University was evacuated to our city, to Ufa, and since then our university has 2 medical schools, our local native Bashkir local medical school, and we took a lot from Sechenov Medical University, from the faculty of Sechenov University, which were working during all period of Great Patriotic War. So you will have opportunity to get this all in our city. So if you want to study in Moscow, you can come to Ufa and feel the same as you studying in Sechenov University, because we have very close connection to this university. Next slide, please. As our vice rector already told, we have a lot of educational programs, starting from voluntary vocational training, ending with postgraduate medical education. Next slide, please. We recognized by WHO, as I told before. Last year, we performed this accreditation by WHO-run agency, and we listed in World Directory of Medical Schools, and we enlisted in most of world university rankings. Probably for Africa and for Muslim countries, the UniRank. Also, we included in Time Higher Education ranking, but due to sanctions, maybe our university name will be hidden. But anyway, 2 years ago, we took 58th place in the world in Times Higher Education university ranking. But recently, due to some political situation, our universities, Russian universities, not excluded, by they hidden in this ranking. Next slide, please. As you already heard from Sevinch and from these amazing videos, we're located in the middle of Russia, between European and Asian part of our country, which gives a great opportunity to be in touch with both cultures, European and Asian, and gives a guarantee of friendly people, diverse people, and you will have all possible cultural experience you can imagine. We have Indian students with English language as a second language. We have a lot of students from Africa with French language as a second language. We have students from South America with Spanish language. We have a lot of Arabic students from North Africa and Egypt. And also we have students who spoke in Farsi, and the local students, and you will be part of a big and friendly family of Bashkir State Medical University students. Next slide, please. Unique place, Ufa is unique place really. In 2015, Ufa was host for BRICS and SCO summit, and leaders from all world countries visited our city. And I think since then, university had great push in international cooperation, and number of international students after 2015 was growing very rapidly. Next slide, please. We have amazing campus infrastructure, which is growing constantly. Currently, we have 7 hostels, 12 building in main campus, and small campuses in each of 22 hospitals in Ufa city, and more than 60 hospitals outside Ufa. Next slide, please. So let's talk about example of curriculum which you probably will be studying. First of all, during first year, you will be studying basic science, and other fundamental subjects like history, philosophy, psychology, etc. And we practicing early clinical exposure. So from the second semester of the first year, you will be studying general patient care and other preclinical subjects, which you will continue from the second and third year. You will be studying basics of human pathology, like pathologic anatomy, pathologic physiology, etc. And since you will be third year student, you will be studying clinical subject. which has basic, advanced course, and some special clinical subjects like TB, critical care, anesthesiology. After each year, you will have practical placement in hospitals. Also, you will be having simulation-based training on a variety of very realistic, high-fidelity simulators. We have one free story building full of these simulators, computerized and such realistic that you will feel you dealing with real patient. And your educational course at the end will be finished by state final examination, after which you will be able to get your diploma after uh, hard working 6 years. Next slide, please. So a few words about the credit system. Each credit in our university and most of Russian universities equals for 46 academic hours. One academic hour is 45 minutes, astronomic minutes. Usually we study one credit per week. So each academic year could be 60 to 70 credits, and in total, general medicine program consists of 360 credits, which comparable to, with European credit transfer system. So our diploma is widely recognizable in any city in the world. Next slide, please. Grading system is a bit different from, for example, European system or American system GPA. So we have marks like excellent, good, satisfactory, unsatisfactory. But we have a table with comparable marks, and you will be easily guided which mark you get in terms of your convenient system of grading. Next slide, please. And also we conduct a lot of events for our students. And the main message which I have to convey to my for future students is to be active and take part in any event which we making for you. We invite in a lot of international faculty only for you, not for us. For example, we have such famous faculty which was, for example, doctors of famous politicians. I cannot point the names, but when you come to our university, you will see that our international faculty are world widely known, and just a few weeks after this moment, we will have an amazing big urologic conference where we expect more than 1,000 international guests from a lot of countries. Most of them are very famous in the world, and their patients are people whom you probably see each day on the TV. Next slide, please. Our main task is to find the talent in you. So previously we were trying to select talented students. For example, we were trying to separate like average and very talented students. Now we changed the concept. We're trying to find talents in you, in each and every student. For example, if you very talented in some kind of practical things like surgery, hand making, okay, we have a job for you. We have a lot of Olympiads which which are related to surgery. If you talented in some basics of medicine, foundation of medicine, like biology, biochemistry, pharmacology, we have a lot of research opportunities for you. We open in new laboratories, and also who wants to be involved in extracurricular activities like, I don't know, writing articles as a reporter, photography. We have such things for every student, and we trying to find talent in every student we have. Next, please. So a little about numbers, just a few words. More than 70% of our international students are studying in English medium programs. Currently, not half, but 45 students are international. Recently is 1/3 in total, and if it comes to undergraduate program, it's about 45. We expect by 2030 7,000 international students. So with your help, we will reach this goal, I think, and I'm sure. So next, please. So when we established the goal of 7,000 international students, a lot of people were asking why you need such huge amount of international students. And the answer is very simple. Our international students have a great contribution to Russian economy, also great contribution to Russian healthcare sector. For example, during COVID, more than 600 our students were working in COVID hospitals. 900 of them worked in primary healthcare sector. More than 100 of them helped as volunteers for free. Also, we send in students to rural hospitals for summer. It's been mutually beneficial. They get money, they got hired for job during holidays, and at the same time, village has medical healthcare specialists during the summer when local staff have vacation. So it's amazing opportunity for both parts to have mutual benefits. It's beneficial for international students and healthcare sector. And about 100 students annually got Russian passports. And they staying in Russia, and we hire some of them as teachers. Some of them are working as doctors in healthcare sector, and some of them even work in Moscow, in capital city of Russia. Next slide, please. So having such huge amount of students requires some efforts to give them opportunity for development, for developing their skills, their knowledge, and for them to feel engaged in society, of local society, of course. That's why we practicing this policy, which we call cultural diversity. Cultural diversity comes with polylingual environment. So to establish the system of polylingual environment, we have to train our teachers in language skills. So more than 400 our teachers have this kind of education in language, English, French. Some of them are studying Chinese, even Hindi, very popular nowadays. About 60 international faculty visit our university each year, and about 40 professors are in top 500 in the world. Also, we're sending our faculty abroad for clinical training, for language training. So this is about faculty. So let's talk about students. So for students, we first of all establish a system of language support. We have Russian language courses because the students are living in Russia. They have to learn a local language, which is necessary for basic life, like go for shopping, for other things, for everyday lives. And a part of compulsory language training, Russian language training, we have summer and winter Russian language schools. Also, a part of persuading students to learn Russian, we promoting their culture. For example, we have Francophone Society, we have Spanidad Society for Spanish and French, respectfully. We have a community of Arabic-speaking students, and they have opportunity to promote their own cultures. For example, we have more than 3,000 Indian students. We celebrating all Indian famous holidays. We have a huge society of Arabic students. We celebrate all holidays which Arabic students have. Also, we celebrate, for example, Day of Africa in the end of May, which gives opportunities to students from all countries from Africa to show the culture to our students. And this summer and winter educational school accept about 1.5 thousand participants every year. So it is about 1/5, 20% of our international students in total. As I told before, it goes to very interesting things, like we involve students in educational things during the summer and winter schools, and students also could be hired for healthcare sector, for hospitals during this winter and summer educational schools. And as a result of this cultural diversity, and students sometimes choose the life path that their life path will go along with Russia, and they prefer to stay in Russia, to live in Russia, and about 100 of them every year acquire Russian citizenship, and more than 200 of them acquire permanent residency permit every year. So this is a amazing. This is an amazing result of our efforts towards cultural diversity, respecting the culture of our incoming students. Next slide, please. And another feature which we have for international students. So previously we spoken about activities which we held in Russia. So for students who wish to go abroad to their own countries or to our countries sometimes for summer practice, we give this opportunity to these students. Last year we have 7 countries and 69 hospitals and more than 140 students who left during summer for practice abroad, not in Russia. And why this could be beneficial for future students? First of all, these students will be familiar with healthcare of that country. Probably after graduation, they will not stay in Russia. They will go to this country. So they must be familiar with healthcare of this particular country. Also, during the practice, they are getting acquainted with local hospital, precise hospital, and maybe in future these doctors will invite the students for work, and this is career opportunity, of course. And also being familiar with local healthcare facilitate obtaining accreditation according to requirements of local authorities, national healthcare systems. Next slide, please. Many times I'm repeating same things. We are trying to use every single hour and every single moment of our student to be beneficial for them. So during summer vacation, if students are not going outside Russia, so we're trying to engage them in some any sort of activities possible, but make them active during vacation. So they should not be lying in bed having rest and doing nothing. So that's why we're organizing summer camps outside of city with a lot of events. We organizing Olympiads, we're organizing a lot of educational schools, we're organizing some scientific events, also we're organizing touristic events outside Ufa, sometimes outside the Republic. Also sport events, which the most popular is more than 700 active participants. So if we have, for example, 1,000 students, 1,500 students every year who are staying in Russia during vacation, so about 700 to 800 of them usually engaged in all sort of activities. A lot of students work during vacation, but 800 students employed in Ufa, and some students also employed outside Ufa. Next slide, please. Last one. So I hope my presentation wasn't boring. I tried my best to give every information possible about the university, and in the end of my presentation I will say some words about admission process. So for admission process, students have to send documents to admission committee. For that he must have a passport with translation into Russian, also his educational certificate with translation into Russian. For some countries, students must have legalization and also recognition certificate for his educational certificate. So let's repeat, three main things: passport, educational certificate, and for some countries, recognition certificate. These three documents are necessary for admission. Admission process begin in June, in the end of June, June 20, and ends in August. Please, I would like to pay attention for our future students that according to Russian law from 2023, enrollment possible only till August 31st. Previously, for international students, it was possible to be enrolled before November 1st. Nowadays, unfortunately, admission possible only before August 31st. That means you must send documents at least 3 weeks earlier. Why? Because we have to perform your entrance exam. For students from abroad, we can conduct online exams with our partners like Educational Solution. We can organize online exam on the platform of educational solutions on trusted partners, because we cannot conduct, for example, an online exam for every student because of cheating, possible cheating. So if we have trusted partners on their basis, so in their offices, they have special devices like cameras, and they offer some security things. We can conduct these exams on the basis of trusted partners. After entrance exam, if a person successfully passed them, the person can proceed for signing contract and payment of tuition fees. After that, we will issue invitation letter if the country require visa. If country is visa free, the person can come and have exam here in Ufa, or he can make this exam online and come after exam also, if no visa required. So after getting visa, students must arrive as soon as possible. For English medium programs, educational process supposed to start about October 16. Taking in account that some visa delay are possible, we can organize online lecture month for full October, full end of October, 2 weeks of October, and some one and a half weeks of November. But students must arrive in November. It's last day, last month, and students can arrive to Ufa. I think this is all information for the beginning. Probably questions will appear in question section. So, Sivinch, I think this is all for now.
Thank you a lot, Mr. Rasul Kavshatov, for your beautiful presentation of this astonishing university. As we can see from this presentation, the university, the Bashkir State Medical University, can offer you a world-class education where you can succeed not only in your academic side of your education, but it also offers you some recreational and cultural programs that in which you can succeed. And Bashkir State Medical University has always been our long-term and reliable partners, and we say thanks, our gratitude towards the university and towards Mr. Rasul Fashatov particularly for this cooperation between our company and the university. And let's remind that the medicine specialization has always been the specialization in which our prospect students are most interested in. That's why we have a lot of viewers here who left their enormous amount of questions in which our moderators have been selecting the questions that have been asked most frequently. And it appears to be that the question that was asked most today, it's what are the requirements for the admission to the Bashkir State University?
Mm-hmm. So as we already spoken, first and main requirement among the all requirements is ability to provide documents which I was talking about: passport, educational certificate, and recognition certificate. But some countries, they have special requirements for medical degree. For example, India, for Indian students, student must be eligible for medical studies if he has some NEET exam results. So if his score is more than 50. For other countries, they have other requirements. So before going abroad, you must check your medical council about requirements for studying abroad. So we have 64 countries, so it's impossible to discuss every country, requirement for every country. But in general, students must have higher marks, more than 70 among 100, in subjects such biology, chemistry, physics, in general. But for example, for Africa, for Nigeria, they must have WAEC with more than average marks. For example, for Jordan, students must study in Russian language. So if students go to China, students must study in Chinese language. Every country has each requirement. But our requirements, our local requirements, student must have passport with translation, student must be eligible for international travel, and students must finish full course of school education. Student must have more than average marks in his school certificate, and students' school certificate must be valid for continuing his education in Russia. So he must have recognition certificate if the country of this student has no bilateral agreement with Russia. For example, India has bilateral agreement, so we can accept Indian student without any specific requirement. And for Egypt, for example, student must send his educational certificate to special agency for recognition. Of course, for students, it's difficult, and it's difficult to make it from the countries. That's why our partners, Educational Solutions, are present to help you in these difficult moments. That's why we need them.
Thank you, Mr. Rasul Farshatov, for mentioning these specifics of our company. Yes, we can ensure that Education Solutions is aimed to make your way, to make your path to getting your high quality education in Russia more comfortable. As we know that the admission process, preparation of your documents, the specificities like recognizing your educational documents, applying your documents for the invitation and receiving your visa file can be a complicated process. That's why Education Solutions can help you in every step of your application to the Russian universities and getting educational institutions as Bashkir State University. Regarding the university and its presentation, most of our viewers have become interested with the recognition of the university by the World Health Organization. And we have the questions like, will my diploma be recognized in the internationally if the university is recognized by the World Health Organization?
Thank you. Yes, our university is recognized by WHO. We enlisted in World Medical Schools list, so-called WHO list, and in November 2023, we extended for 5 years our recognition by this agency. Also, I would like to say that more than 100 countries at least has our alumni. They are spread in, I think, all over the world. And the main thing that you go, if you graduate a Russian university, our university, for example, if you go abroad, there are specific requirements for so-called foreign medical graduates. So, and if after graduation of any foreign medical institution you have exam, that doesn't mean this university is not recognized. It's common procedure for foreign medical graduates. If you graduate, for example, university in Philippines and you return to India, you will also have this exam, as well as if you graduate in Russia and return to India, you will also have this foreign medical graduate exam. As well, if you come to United States, you will have UCMLE. If you go to Great Britain, you will have PLABS exam. So any country have its medical exam for assessing you to healthcare sector. But our graduates successfully working in teaching without any specific requirements. But to be assessed for clinical job, you must perform some exam. Same in Russia now. Before we doesn't have any specific requirements, but now since 2021, if I'm not mistaken, we have also accreditation procedures. So all our medical graduates, Russian or non-Russian, must proceed through this procedure.
Okay, thank you a lot for this information and detailization about the future of our prospect students who get the diploma at the Bashkir State University. And another group of questions that we see here that are being most frequently asked is what support services are available for international students for such as accommodation, healthcare, and cultural integration. Will I be ensured that I will get an accommodation in the university dormitory?
So we have a variety of support services, including accommodation, healthcare support, language support, and other things. Let me start step by step, start explaining step by step. So for accommodation, our capacity for accommodation international students could be limited sometimes. So in that situations, we offer rented apartments for which we compensate some cost of this apartment for our students. For example, this year we rented about 120, 150 places in rented facilities, and we covered some cost of this accommodation fees for our students. This year we will open 500 beds in U hostel, which will be open in April, I think. But it depends on the number of students. Last year, when the number was extremely huge, that's why we have some issues. Probably you already seen some feedback. But anyway, no one is sleeping outside. No one is sleeping in snow. No one is left behind. So each and every student was provided with accommodation, and even if this private accommodation provided by third party, university covers the tuition fees. That's the fees for hostel will remain same for student. So if a student pay 5,000 per month in hostel, in rented facility, he will pay same thing, same price. So regarding to social support like healthcare, etc., we have special assigned teacher who deals with health issues. But student must know that it's compulsory for international students to have medical insurance, proper medical insurance to avoid any problems. It's like easy and simple thing, but if student violate the rule of Russia, like he have no medical insurance, in that case, students have to cover all his health expenses. As for social things like language support, like control in hostels, we have such service, like our teachers used to check students in hostels for, and that's why parents are completely aware that students are not forgotten, and they feel that students will be covered and controlled. And we made some research, and we asked our parents and students why they choose in our university, and they answered first educational quality, and second the support system which we have, that teachers are controlling students 24/7. And as I told before, for language support, we have a lot of societies for promoting language abilities, like Russian language club, French club, Spanish club, Arabic language club, Farsi, even Chinese language club, for those who wish to study, to learn Chinese. I think I've tried to answer this question, at least.
Yes, thank you a lot. I think that our viewers have received all the necessary information, and we have more and more questions arriving here in our webinars right now, but unfortunately we are almost out of time. And let me ask, I guess, the last question for today, but which is not less than important than the other questions, is that what is the amount of the tuition fees? Is it affordable for international students to get their specialization, to get their diploma in the Bashkir State Medical University?
So tuition fees for upcoming academic year is not established yet, but for previous year the tuition was 300,000 rubles, which could be considered as very, very affordable. If you compare our tuition fees with Kazan, with Moscow, with St. Petersburg, you will find that our tuition fees is at least twofold lesser than in these cities. But the quality will be same or higher. And the most important thing, apart of the quality of education, we provide the system of support and control for students. That is the reason why parents, even if we raise the cost, students will continue to choose us because of that. So I hope this year tuition fees will not raise, but it depends on economical situation in Russia and in the world. So the fees will be established in June.
Okay. Thank you a lot. So I think that for today is we can finish our series of webinars. Our dear viewers, if you have some more questions to the university representatives about the admission process, about details of getting your education in the Bashkir State Medical University, or about the Education Solutions Consulting Agency services, you can contact the emails which are provided here in the presentation and below our video. Thank you a lot, Mr. Rasul Farshatov, for being our guests today. We are really honored to have you, the Bashkir State Medical University, as our long-term partners. Thank you for your cooperation for so many years. We can say that for now we have almost 100 students, international students from all over the world, who are getting their education in the Bashkir State Medical University. And feedbacks from there are of that they are more than satisfied with the education in this educational institution. Thank you a lot once more.
Thank you.
Mr. Rasul Farshatov.
Thank you, Sivinch, and best wishes to our future students.
Yes, of course. We wish you good luck in getting your admission process and getting your high quality education in Russia. Thank you for joining us today, and may your quest for knowledge be as enriching as it's rewarding. Welcome to our online educational fair. We will be glad to hear you in our next webinars, which will be conducted in the following dates. Thank you a lot. Goodbye.
Thank you.